I love hearing all these play calls. Exit to east, right, nasty, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
yeah. Oh yeah, especially in the West Coast. It's like the true way. I really think the number one thing that Shanahan did is he took like the three sentences and made them two, or even one. Like I mean, yeah, it's just the original West Coast would not change anything. Like they wanted to have freedom of everything. Like, well, hey, we run this route all the time. Like the dice right, clamp, tight, wide left. Like, why don't we just call that? Well, let's come up with a name for it. Let's call it swamp right. Right. Yeah. And so you just took three sentences and made it one word. And so it's been fun to kind of watch them. It's still long. Yeah. I mean, guys come in here and because they're looking at other schools that have like 4 plays. And I'm like, well, it's still going to be long. But compared to, I always say, listen to John Gruden call plays. Like that's original. There's no shortcuts. It's you start with the base formation, you move this guy, and then you move, and each one has a word. You have to build it, which is like 2 sentences, and then you call the play. Yeah. Whereas I think Shannon's found a way to make it not as crazy, not as totally insane crazy of a. And then Gruden's yelling at him if they can't regurgitate it. When I met Kittle, he came in, gave me a huge hug. He's all fired up. He asked me 2 questions. Right. The first one was, are you going to run Zorro, which is his favorite play, which he's the best in the world. Him and Juszczyk at it. It's coming. There's nothing you can do about it. They're going to get you. They're going to gut you. And I'm like, yes, we are. We're going to run that. That was number 1. So that didn't surprise me. Play 2 or question 2 was, are you going to have wristbands? And I was like, that's interesting. That's not a question I was ready for, Yeah. And he's like, here's the deal. Like all those words matter to me. Like every single one of them. He's like, so for years, Kyle would spit the call out and hear these rookie quarterbacks in the huddle trying to regurgitate it. And he's mumbling his words. He's slurring, putting things together. And I can't hear what he's saying. Did he say rib, lick, bash, bong? Like they all mean something, especially the tight ends. Like those words definitely tell them what to do. And he's like, and then I don't know how 6 years ago, he went to the wristband and he goes, it's been unbelievable ever since. The guy comes in, as long as he can read, he can read, and everyone knows what they're doing, and we're all on the same page. And I was like, yes, we're using wristbands. He goes, I need to see them. I need to see the wristbands. I was like, okay. So he came down to my computer. I pulled it up, and he's like, not good enough. So it's not a good enough wristband. So I was like, well, send me yours. So we literally use their wristband. Like we use their. Like blue and yellow are on the left hash calls, and orange and red are the right hash calls. And it's only just an Excel document with certain spacing. I mean, it's not, but it is. Theirs was better than ours. The one we were using, And so I went to the quarterbacks. I'm like, hey, this is the one they use, and like this is how they format it. And they're like, well, that coach, that's 100 times better. And I'm like, there you go. So, but I thought that was a funny second question, As far as how much the words mean, like that was his second question about, are you guys using wristbands so these guys don't know what they're doing? I was like, yes, we are. Now we're using yours, or now we're using theirs, God. So it's crazy.
It's specifics. I just love specifics. It's just so specific,
It's he knew exactly what he wanted to ask. I think he was in town to see Caitlin Clark play. I forget why he was here.
This was your first, just before, yeah.
It was like right when I got here. And he came running up. First, I told him I was mad because they beat us, because I thought we had them beat. And
same.
Yeah, and,
you did.
And then we got into that, and those were his 2 questions to me. I'll never forget it. So it was pretty funny.
Did you know? I'm reading one of Bill Walsh's books right now. Did you know that they invented tight end motion by accident?
No.
He was the coach at the Bengals. Paul Brown.
Yeah.
They're playing the Raiders. Their tight end lines up in the wrong place and has to move. So like Tuesday, Monday, whatever, the coaches are watching film and they're like, this is like 1977.
They're lost. They don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But like Walsh, like all the coaches, like, do you guys look what just happened to the defense when our tight end got confused?
Yeah.
So they put in motion.
And let me tell you, Shanahan has taken that to a whole different level.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you look at like what Mike's doing down in Miami. I mean, they have an Olympic track team running this stuff, and they are motioning fast. I mean, those guys get from one, like Waddle and those guys, I mean, they can fly. and they're in one formation, and you blink, and that dude is on that, and he's number one over there, and they're snapping it, and you got to make all your adjustments. It is fun to see kind of how he runs it, and then Cincinnati, and obviously, Minnesota. Like everyone's running a different version. It's what version are you running? You guys
are just cooking, man.
It's so funny.
You guys are just cooking.
And I'm starting to get to know guys on both sides. I'm getting to know more people as we go further away from 2018. Like, they're becoming more of the Kyle version and the Sean version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anything that was called a certain way before 2018, it's identical. But anything that was after 2018, it's just a little different,
Interesting.
So like the backside combination, my favorite one to explain is like one of the main backside combinations is called knife, and everyone calls it knife. I mean, it's knife, and it's just, whatever your cocoa knife or whatever you want to run. But then they've all been messing with it, right? So Matt, and I don't know exactly how they do it in LA. I'd have to look at their playbook. I haven't looked at it, but the one in Green Bay, like as we made adjustments to those routes, we use the sharp object family, right? So we have like dagger, and we have lancer, and we have needle, and we have all these different terms, right? The Texans, when Slowick, who was under Kyle, and I noticed that obviously Kyle, when he started messing around, he used the knife as a utensil. So his are spoon, fork, knife, like it's the same plays. Like our cut is their spoon. It's the same thing. And then like fly motions, like we use F terms. And I know that the Shanahan tree or the Kyle tree is more like airlines. They have like Spirit and Alaska and Allegiant or Delta,
So good.
So it's funny because if you watch like the 2018, like anything that's changed since then, it's all the same. They all watch each other too. It is hilarious. Like you will get, if Mike comes up, if the Dolphins do something cool,
right?
I heard a story, and I don't know if this story's true, but the whatever the people call it, stretch, reverse back to the receiver, pitch it back to the quarterback, tight end leak faucet down the front side. I don't know. Someone did that on like a Thursday night football. And I read a story, and I want to say it was Kittle telling the story where like it was out there. Like, so they put it in for Sunday because you had to get it in. Because guess who else? Defensive coordinators watch it too. Like once it's a play out there, everyone's ready for it. So literally you had actually I think it was the Lions. I think two Iowa tight ends caught the same play in the same weekend. And Kittle had told the story that it was put in because like this is our last chance. Like before everyone can adjust to it, let's put it in.
So good.
And they practiced it on Friday and ran it on Sunday and scored. And